northern New South Wales, Australia, just west of Byron Bay, about 23 kilometres, and not too far from the town of Bangalow and Lismore. Now, it's a great spot here, and it's the morning time, and we're slowly getting the farm together. And what I want to do is show you inside the greenhouse, because I give you a bit of a bird's eye view before, but I have to put things away because we can get heavy, well, not frost, but very cool nights, and I'm trying to get crops up early to kick into the summer. So let's go and have a look, and I'll show you what else we've got in there. It's a bit different to the last video, and really sort of an update. Let's go, shall we? The door's looking a little bit crazy there. I just sort of unzipped it and folded it back, but we'll head on inside, because I've packed everything away last night, because I want to keep the real cold air. Now, yesterday it was steamy and like foggy yesterday, and it was just like amazing. But this morning look, it's clear as, like, you walked up here yesterday morning, it was just like fog everywhere and so much moisture, which is great for certain plants, but not so much for microgreens. When they're densely growing together like this, we don't want to have mold problems. So we're just going to head inside now. Now you can see my red Sango radish, and that's a younger version of it. Trays and trays of red Sango radish. Tommy Toe cherry tomato gets a nice big cherry tomato. I picked that up at one of the local nurseries in Byron yesterday. It's actually a handicap nursery that I like to go out and buy my seedlings from and support them. And as you can see here down the bottom, there's trays that are germinating, and we've got quite a lot of crops. I've extended out in crops, so I'm going to go out to some more restaurants and drop off some samples. Now, in here in the mini greenhouse, now this is really cool. If you haven't seen the videos before about my Egyptian spinach, well, look at it, it's coming up. And there's tomatoes over here, but they're not raising their little heads yet. And what you can see there is paper that I've saved the seed on, so they might come up in a few days if we're lucky. But the Egyptian spinach, which that gets a better focus on it, you can see is starting to raise their heads, and I'm going to keep them in here for a while yet, because they are a tropical plant. They like the heat, and they produce so much food and so much seed, and I just love the Egyptian spinach. I'm looking forward to drying it out as well, to put into veggie meals and all different types of things, using it basically as not only just as a spinach, but as a very nutritional fill. Now down here we've got some peas, some Italian parsley, some curly parsley. Now the flat leaf is my favourite, the flat leaf parsley, and that grows up to about 1.5 meters, so about a bit over 3 feet high. I've got some lettuce seed in here, some sweet basil down in here, which I bought in tiny little punnets. I didn't raise them from seed myself. I just want to get them going early, because I do sell some of this in bags. I sell it as tips. I don't actually sell it in long stalks. I sell it in tips, and I keep picking it and then bag it, and then they use it as a garnish. And we've got purple basil on the way, coming from another seed company, that are going to get me to trial their seeds for them. Now here's some barrage there. The barrage has a beautiful little flower on it, and it's an edible flower, and it's got a great taste. And I can't remember exactly what the taste of the leaf is like, but I will I'll try and keep you updated on that. We've got some basic cherry tomatoes there. They get the little marble sized ones, and they'll be ready to go in the ground. They've got to actually go into pots. You can see they're a bit long and lanky, and they've got to be filled up in pots and containers to about here, and get a bigger root system before they go into the ground. Now this guy here, I think it's called a green zebra. Now I'll just bring it around, and it gets like a green stripe on it. Now when you're micro farming, you want to have different products that actually stand out on the plate. And a green tomato, like a red tomato with a green stripe, I believe will look really cool on a plate, and will fetch more money, because they'll see it as something that's harder to get and harder accessible. Now here we have the arugula, the rocket. It's not as dense as I was planning it last year, because I was getting some mould, and so you can see here that, you know, there's a bit more spacing if you're watching my videos from last season. Now this has the most peppery, awesome flavour on the planet. I just love it, and I mix that with the sunflower, the radish, and man, it is just what I like to call killer. Now over here is one of Kara's little favourites, the carnivorous plant here, and we're just learning more about those. She feeds them, and I think they like humidity and the warmer weather, so hopefully he or she will not die on us. So that's it pretty much for inside the new small greenhouse, which is 2 metres by 2 metres by 2 metres, 6 feet. Now I've just noticed the Shelter Logic has brought out a 8 feet by 6 feet, which would probably be better because it gives you a bit more length and a bit more depth.